Alrighty, welcome back folks to this second episode of our Ulm Let's Play, where of course our ambition is to conquer all of Europa, but moreover to have every culture group in Europe fully accepted. Now, of course we cannot convert any provinces to another culture, with the exception of converting provinces back to their previous culture if we deem it necessary. And of course, as stated in the previous episode, we get extra points for conquering the entirety of the Mediterranean. However, I didn't put it in as the initial objective, as I'm not ultimately sure how achievable this is. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hire up a merc. Where we last left off in the previous episode, we have done a whole lot of humiliating rivals and showing superiority, showing strength for monarch points. And I think for that reason, we're definitely one of the sort of world leaders right now in regards to our points. I imagine we are. And where we last left off, we were going to go once again in against Württemberg, as he has now left one of the trade leagues. I think he was in the Venetian trade league, and he's now left it. So, yeah, it's basically going to be us versus Saxony, but I did notice Saxony actually has a 0 in military. So we could probably get away with defeating him. Yeah. He also has 0 garrison here. So I'm thinking if we can go ahead and ask for military access from these two nations, we could probably get there before the month ends. 0 garrison, take his fort, and GG this fall. And that's exactly what we're going to do this episode as our next move. So let's wait until I can see Württemberg building a troop here finally. Let's see if we can. This ends on 22nd of November, so we should be fine to prevent him from finishing that, rushing towards this fort. Yet to be determined if we can make it there before the end of the month, but we have 4 maneuver. I'm kind of optimistic we can make it there before the next month, but we'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, my next plan, guys, is to actually, hopefully this episode, we're going to be expanding for the first time, taking this province here from Bavaria. That's my intention. But we might also be able to manage a war against Brandenburg. We're building favors very slowly with Bohemia, so we'll see. Economically, we're not doing so hot, but hopefully Saxony here will be a good source of economy. Now we can see we outnumber Saxony, so yeah, with no more further ado, let's continue. Yes, and we make it there before the end of the month. Prevented Württemberg from reinforcing. So naturally the dream is to pull Austria as an ally before we begin expanding, but I think that's going to be quite unrealistic, and unfortunately I just don't see that happening. Yeah. I should go ahead and cancel some of this access as soon as I can, because it's quite brutal. I don't think we're under any threat as we out-military tech him, and so on. I don't think we're under any threat of being defeated by Saxony. So let's go ahead and cancel this for the Diplo points. Now, I don't know off the top of my head if Saxony has Saxony ideas. You can't check your enemies. Yes, you can, you idiot. Yes, they do. They have Saxon traditions, so they do not have the infantry combat ability that we have. And once again, he also does not have a great general. Fantastic. So if we charge into the hills here, we'll have -1 to rolls. think we'd win. But maybe we can fight him if he goes for this fort. Maybe we don't have to be so reckless. He doesn't seem to be hiring more. Oh, yes he is. Well, this is defensive in woods. He's going to get GG'd. I think there's a river crossing. Oh, too easy. Mate. Mate. Stickety stack wiped. As a wise man once said. Stickety stack wiped, boys. No big deal. What was up with that, man? The AI just blundering it there. What was up with that? It's not often the AI goes, you know, as they say in the industry, full retardo. Right? I don't know what just happened there, but no problemo, we'll take it. So what I'm really looking for from Saxony, oh, is that, mate. 35 war score, I think we'll get that no problem. Now, he doesn't have any obnoxious allies, so I think that's all we'll do. We'll make this war quick, move on to other things. Yeah, we're going to get this no problem here. Just take these 2 other occupations, sit on his fort, that demoralizes him. The fact that he has 0 troops demoralizes him. Give us yo money. Oh, no way, not quite. 1 more month. 1 more month, we'll piece him out, and yeah. Feels good, man. These war reps are actually going to be worth something for us, lads. There's no doubt about that. Now we're exiled. Let's walk on home. So we should be able to check here. How much that was worth. Oh, look at that. 0.33 permanent income. Yes, please. Now, by the looks of things, Ulm is a little cheeky center of trade. It's a small one. But keep in mind, this is the first patch, guys, I've really played on this patch. So, the first time I've really played on this patch. But, yeah. There's a lot more of these centers, but some of them are weaker than others now. There's 3 different tiers. I know most of you know this. But Ulm, for that reason, theoretically, I imagine they are actually superior to many of their neighbors. Which is pretty cool because of this. So we've got 6% here. We can see among the one province miners, we are the world's leader. The world's leader. We're the leader amongst the one province miners in Vienna. And that, of course, is due to our development, but also this. So it might be worth getting a marketplace at some point, but let's go ahead and invest it into that permanent 0.33. That's what we're talking about. Now, let's go ahead and consolidate that. We're still over. I'll just keep it. I'll just keep it. I think we're going in against Bavaria anyway, guys. And it's basically going to be the 3 of us, these 3, versus the 3 of them. Now, unfortunately, Bavaria is not unmaintaining, if that's the appropriate language, any of his forts like Saxony was. So for sure, I'm going to be gunning it towards his allies. Yeah, we're definitely going to need 10k to take out Frankfurt at a appropriate rate. Now I can tick up to tick 5. Württemberg and Frankfurt are still at tick 3, so that's a good sign. And Bavaria, just like us, is at tick 4. And again, they do not have the German ideas. He does have cavalry bonus, and he's got 3 cav. So he is actually trying to utilize that. That cav is a little bit scary. But oh well. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this victory. We're going to go once again for the show strength, giving us plus 100 to each monarch point. Going to boost us up. Oh, that's right. We haven't accepted the Renaissance just yet, but we should do. Shouldn't take too long. Yay! Government reform progress. No, I take it back. This is not very yay. But at least the burgers are happy. Yeah, which affects development costs. That's interesting. I will consider it. So we're hoping by some miracle that Austria flips friendly, guys, but as we cannot rival any of his rivals, I don't actually know if he would, if it's possible. Especially because I believe he's over his relations. Okay. Palatinate going in against Alsace. It's interesting. But yeah, I'm trying to abuse the position that we're here in the beginning of the game, guys, by showing strength to the best of my ability. Now, I did not... That is something I had planned, but I did not have the idea to have such a sort of middle-aged / young... Oh, construction cost, that hurts. Ruler with such good stats from the beginning of the game. The fact that he has the Republican tradition is really nice, because it means that when we abuse our Republican tradition, we're getting back more than we kind of should. Economy's starting to struggle, guys, and we've only got a loan of 15. I think I can actually just turn my army maintenance down while we fight this, as there's no threat to us. Try to be a little bit more economical here. It's not ideal as we do suffer attrition, but yeah. And again, just to reiterate, I'm going to go ahead and try to smash out plutocratic ideas, which will actually benefit us here immediately, a small amount, as we do have mercs at the moment, and it gives a little bit bonus to discipline for them. Production efficiency is the first thing we can unlock, which is not really going to do much for us, as our production is 0.79, but still. Okay. Nice. Temple has finished here. Oh, hello. Yes. Yes, this could potentially allow us to go into a 1v1 against Brandy here, guys. That's big. But let's piece out Württemberg. Oh, look at that, bumping our points right up here. So let's take this. We actually have a little bit of innovativeness, which doesn't hurt, because we're so far ahead, that is. So Ferrara got the Renaissance, and Venice is already accepted. It's good. Relations are maxed up with Austria, and we are definitely getting to the point in which we're going to expand, and it's a shame. So Austria gets Hungary, and he becomes a great power. Got Hungary for free, as usual. So often the AI seems to get those freebies, which very rarely happens for me, but it's not what we're focusing on. It's a little bit awkward there. Austria is strong, but his the chances of him being emboldened by the Burgundian inheritance are very lackluster. At most, he could get this land, so that's good. He's not going to be Super Saiyan Austria this playthrough, which I'm really glad about. Oh, Bohemia would help against... Oh, yes. Alright. Well, that's going to make it easy. In that case, we don't have to call Salzburg in, question mark, maybe? So let's let our morale increase a little bit here, guys. And then off to war we go once again. How's our army tradition? It's getting there. There actually hasn't been all that much engaging. Yep, so we're going to have to give Bohemia part of Lower Bavaria, which is a super nice area here with the cloth and the iron on grasslands and farmlands. I would love to have that, but yeah, we're pretty desperate here in the beginning of the game. Alright, I'm going to take up for -5, and from this point on, I think we're ahead in military, so military points are going to go towards that idea. Now, if only I could get Austria. It's a shame. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it, though. There really isn't. So, I'm going to call them all in, because Salzburg is going to be my enemy anyway here shortly, as I want to fight Meningen. Sorry for my pronunciation, by the way, guys. I'm sure it's bad. And what might happen is Salzburg just has his province returned anyway. Now, what's going to be very crucially important is that I get the province that I desire. No, he won't take my claim. I'm sure we won't have our claim taken here. Should be fine. I'm trying to avoid Bavaria initially here as our morale's low, but we look perfectly fine. We've got the numbers thanks to Bohemia. Excellent. This looks like it could go smoothly. Ah, what? This event of offense or defense does not seem familiar. But losing stability feels bad, man. Well, we've only got a fort level 1 anyway. Let's go for the siege ability. Might as well get something out of that. And yeah, let's continue fabricating upon our neighbors. Okay, we've got our claim. I'm going to try to go get Wurzburg out of this war. I wonder, Bohemia probably desires Wurzburg? Yeah. Alright. We could give him Bamberg, but the thing is, in order to appease him, we have to give him it from this peace menu. That means we wouldn't be able to separate peace Wurzburg, but I'll go siege him down regardless. But I think I'd prefer to do that, to leave Lower Bavaria as land that can be taken, plausibly be taken. Alright, I'm going to leave this modifier until I can utilize it more easily. That means that we can keep Bohemia as our friend in the meantime and take Lower Bavaria in the future without having to tread on his toes, our only one powerful ally. Okay, so Silesia's sitting on there, which is kind of annoying. Because we're suffering more. Whatever. So be it. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this tactic, guys. I think that we should be able to give this to Meningen. This is the first time it's been... this is the first moment in which we're actually going to get some aggressive expansion. It's been over a decade, so starting off slow in that regard. Okay, we can hurt our relations with him. So we're going to be at war with him shortly, when our truce is up, I suppose. Wait. What? No. How could... Oh no! Our ruler dies at 46. RIP. Okay, we're going for a military candidate. And this guy's 45. RIP. Looks like our golden age of high stat ruler has been short-lived here, guys. But plutocratic ideas unlock a renode. Now, Bavaria's freaking me out here a little bit, guys, because I promised Memmingen land, and he's not giving me that occupation, which means this tactic's not going to work. He doesn't even desire it. So I'm pretty salty about that, dude. I should have made it high priority or something. It could have made a difference. But I didn't want this guy to worry. I'm pretty salty about that. So this dude's decided he doesn't care if we give him land or not. It could be because we had the favors with him anyway. Maybe I called him in for favors by mistake. I didn't promise him land. I thought I did. Well, we're expanding. That's something. Alright, so how about we give this to Bohemia and see if he doesn't want it. Huh. Oh, he doesn't desire anything. He doesn't want that any longer. So we're going to have to give him something here. Onspark was freed from Brandenburg, okay. He's now once again an independent nation. We've got a really long truce with him. Well, the good news is that we can piece out Württemberg separately in that case. Wait, Wurzburg, not Württemberg. And therefore we can get cash and war reparations from him, which is good because we're struggling. We're struggling here economically. We should vassalize it. We should vassalize it for sure. We've got the points to spare, and this is a way to sort of kickstart us a little bit sooner, as we've been going slow. Yep, I don't see why not. I am indeed going to vassalize him, but we need to sit on him long enough to fully, completely shrek him here. Looting from Frankfurt now, which is good. We're breaking even economically in the meantime. So Burgundy fell apart, and by some miracle, Savoy and Milan are not at each other's throats at all. We should be looking for Savoy as an ally as well. As he's considerably more powerful, he will help us against Switzerland in the future. So let's improve relations with him. And yeah, Bohemia. It's Salzburg, you dummy. I got there eventually, guys. You have to forgive me. Salzburg's occupation, and therefore he's not giving us. He doesn't want to give us the occupation. I get it. Alright. Salzburg ruined the day. We're gonna have to give Bohemia something, though. God, Salzburg is really killing me here. Menningen's giving him the occupation of everything. Well, that's just not fair. He doesn't care. Aha. Excellent. Bohemia being reasonable. Realizes that he's been blocked out. Excellent. Alright, what is this? So, I can't do anything because I'm a free city, it looks like. Or, no, you change it. Yeah, I see. You change it and it costs you corruption. But we can take one of these. Yearly Republican tradition. Well, that's actually really good. But I do want to change my government type eventually. Damn, that's also good. I mean, they're all good. So, I've got a concern here, guys. These are bonuses because we're a republic. I'm afraid to say that I don't know how to do this. I don't know what's going on, quite frankly. If we take one of these and then we change our government type down the line, do we get these bonuses? Man, I don't know what to do. These are really strong in the meantime. I think this is... No, I think that is the smartest one to take. What bonus does he have? Oh, he's got reduced idea cost. That's decent in the meantime. Good on you, mate. Welp. Mistakes are probably being made, guys, but as we're not going to be a republic ultimately, but I think we're going to be a republic for a while. Damn, that's good as well. Yep, well, here we go. Let's hope that you can retroactively change them or something like that when you change government type. I don't know, but we're now getting increased yearly Republican tradition. If we can get the same way that we did earlier, yearly Republican tradition bonus from one of our rulers or something like that, that would be amazing. Allies doing all the work for us. Feels good, man. Get them. Alright, so here I'm going to go ahead and... Now, we only have 27%, so we're not going to get all of this for cash. But it's better than nothing. Power projection's maxed out anyways. No point humiliating him. So I'm just waiting for Frankfurt to fall. There it is. I'm interested, are we a free city still? Oh, wow. You can subjugate nations. I mean, it makes sense, but I'm surprised somehow. You can have subjects, but because you didn't expand directly... Wait, Brandenburg's no longer a valid rival? What? No way. He became too strong, I guess, not too weak. Surely. Anyway, that's fine. Freeing up another slot there. So SE. Rivaling us, so be it. Got fairly good diplomacy by the looks of things. And we made some money in the meantime. Hopefully we're doing well economically here once we peace out. I definitely have to sort out my relations here in a moment as we have too many. Yeah, so poor Bohemia got stiffed here big time. That's a shame, man. I really wanted to give one to Meningen and then he would no longer be a free city. Shoot. Feels bad, man. Plan ruined. Well, for the sake of truce time, let's not do that. Truce time could be significant here. So, we are no longer a free city. Well, according to this we are, but we shouldn't be. Let's try to max our relations. Austria. I need those diplomats, though. We're on the map, boys. 33rd most powerful nation in the world. Yep, there we go. Okay. National tax. We lost our development bonus from being a free city. So be it. I think that's the appropriate choice anyway for us. Tax bonus. Okay. Alrighty. Wurzburg is now paying us tribute. His loyalty is fine for now. And we have a lot of rivalry options. So it looks like nations like Unspark are actually too weak now. I know his development is low. Alright, well, I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm not 100% sure what our next move is. In 3 years' time, I'll just comes up with Unspark, and he's looking vulnerable right now. So that's good. That's good. It might be to go in against him. Now, we probably have... Okay, we're doing fine on aggressive expansion, especially after 3 years. That's good to see. Splendor is increasing as we've done a large city and humiliate rival. And... our military leader dies finally. Yeah, that might be it. We might have to be content with what we just did. I'm wondering if we can get away with that. Yeah, painful. Alright. So our diplomacy should be good for Austria attacking us. But... we used our favors with him. We've got too many relations here for sure. We still have favors here. We have favors here. And surprisingly, Bohemia allowed us to get away with that war. This is bad. Bohemia could dishonor a call because he's involved in this large-scale war here. Same with Milan. We could be attacked by Austria, guys. The Palatinate is a significant size, but we'd like to kill him really in the future. Okay. I wonder if Austria would go to war. That would make me feel a lot more safe. I'm feeling quite vulnerable right now. So our force limit has increased to 10. Very good. I'm wondering if there's an appropriate war to go to for humiliate. I don't see it. So I might keep our rival slot open. Right now we're 1 over diplomatic relations. I might just keep it like that, guys. Oh, warned by Austria, that's bad. Shoot. That means attacking Bavaria will draw Austria in. Yep, that's bad. Now, interestingly, guys, once we state this up, we should be able to take full advantage of... got diplo points there. The estates now. By trading that province to different estates, we should be able to take the monarch points from them. We have taken the burghers' monarch points, but we have not done the others, and I'm looking forward to getting 150 military points here. That would be very nice. It's a shame because I'd really like to ally Savoy and Milan. to help us against Switzerland, which I think is kind of inevitable in the future. Okay, Austria's got a big rebel stack. Right now, Burgundy's looking pretty appealing to ally, but that's going to ruin our chances of allying. Savoy. It definitely looks like Ferrara is getting wrecked, though. For sure. But Bohemia's going to fight his heart out in this war. So Bohemia's probably getting wrecked. That's not good. I need cash to embrace the Renaissance. So I might just keep a surplus of cash right now. I should take that as well, I guess. How long does it last? 25 years. No, I should probably wait till I have more land. Otherwise, our aggressive expansion is diminishing. And I think my plan, guys, is to go in against Ansbach. Hopefully he doesn't make another ally. We could probably annex both these nations. But if we take Nuremberg, it's a good way to take Nuremberg, as he is a free city. But if we take Nuremberg as a non-co-belligerent 20 development, it's definitely going to be good for us, but it's going to really put our aggressive expansion up at that stage. Nice, we're actually making decent money. Morale of armies feels good, man. As long as we have discipline. Right now, we've got a really impressive military for our little size here, guys. Salzburg is definitely an enemy, but as long as we're warned, I mean, he's our ally, but we should look towards him as an enemy. But as long as we're warned by Austria, he's a no-go for us, unfortunately. So the Palatinate. I think the idea is going to be Ansbach, and then the Palatinate. We're going to be looking towards fighting this war here. Now, I took a admin advisor, guys, because I value those admin points more than Diplo right now. And tax is actually our best source of income right now. So 10% tax is superior to 10% trade. And it should be time here to... Please... Perfect. Take these points. Get a new general. The dream! A good general feels good, man. Feels good, man. Let's hope he gets a good trait. If that's what it's called. I don't know if that's what it's called. Just like the previous one. And we're going to have to wait here before we remove that and then give it to the clergy to appease the clergy. Alrighty. Palatinate's enemies are nobody significant. So Saxony hates us. Wow. I'll say still exists over here, eh? Interesting. Bohemia's only enemy is Venice, and Venice inevitably is going to get wrecked. Bohemia's getting pretty wrecked right now as well. Feels bad, man. There's no point rivaling him. Teutonic Order's still surviving. Poland has not attacked him yet. Sorry to go slow, guys, but I have to think about these rival options. Nothing's looking appealing right now at all, really. Trier, Switzerland, Baden. Switzerland's not a valid rival. Nice. You know, in the future, Ravensburg will definitely help us against Switzerland as he's rivaling him. I don't know who to rival. I should probably throw one away, so I'm going to go ahead and do the Palatinate. I hope I don't forget that. And we'll keep one rival option open just for now. Now, this is farmlands. I could develop farmlands nicely. Ferrara's definitely losing this war. I hope he just gets out of it, please, so I feel more comfortable. Austria could use the CB that he acquired to attack us and make us return this, which would be really, really awkward. Pretty intense here, guys. There's a 2-province minor, but we do, of course, have our subject. Feels good, man. So I will actually probably integrate him ASAP in 7 years' time. We should have the deploy points. I don't see why we wouldn't. Unfortunately, though, Franconia is not so good with the exception of Nuremberg, which is the one province we don't have. Yeah, what can you do, though? I want to check quickly. Nice, we're hardly even losing money when we turn my maintenance up. That's good to see. Hire more troops. Our manpower is allowing increasing, at least. It's good. Now, let's take advantage of this idea cost. Our Republican tradition will be capped if we don't do this. So let's go ahead and do this. Hopefully we get military points here. Oh, we did! Nice! And that way we have a 5 in military here, which is the priority, and that's really high. Okay, nice. This is appropriate, because when I remove this, the nobility is going to be pissed. So if we deal with 10 peasants here, nobility will be a little bit more happy with us, which is good. Now, I think I noticed a bug here, guys. Notice that this advisor is supposed to be half cost, but it's not. It definitely says he's supposed to be half cost. Still, they didn't change that. It says 25% cheaper. Oh. But he doesn't even appear to be 25% cheaper, guys. So they did in fact change it, but there's a bug there, right, guys? It's not just my imagination. They did nerf it, but it's not working even as they intended by the looks of things. That's awkward, though. Awkward and unfortunate. Either way, I'm a big fan of that, how it should be, but that's okay. It's not going to work until they patch this game, I suppose. And we should get a trait here for our general cavalry flanking ability. Not so hot for us, but that's fine. That's just fine. So here, if we didn't have the unlawful territory, this would be a very stable province. We'd be able to stable it very easily by just stationing our troops here and taking this. But unfortunately, we will get a revolt here. Unless it doesn't revolt in the next 8 years. It's only going to be a size of 8k though, which we can handle. Okay, Onspark is still looking vulnerable, thankfully. Production efficiency increasing, so that is a minor improvement to our economy. I'm sorry to say, guys, but I actually think that is it for this episode. Bohemia's still fighting his heart out. It is kind of really scary. Yeah, but you guys know what I'm going to do next, guys. It's going to be Unspark when our truce comes up. That's going to be next. So that's actually this year. And basically we have to fight these 3 nation heads, not in a trade league or anything like that, which is good. I don't see why we should not be able to do that. I think we'll pull it off just fine. And from there, the hope is to go in against the Palatinate. Definitely just slowly but surely branching out. We're moving really slow. we're doing okay on aggressive expansion. Yeah, we are moving slow, but this is actually part of our state. That's good. The same state of Lower Swabia. And because it's grasslands, it's a nice province that we can develop up to be, yeah, really nice for us. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to integrating Wurzburg when the time is right. And we're going to forge ourselves a nice little area here. I'm definitely enjoying this one, but it's a little bit slow to start. I hope you guys are enjoying too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode where we conquer more of Germany and soon to be the world. See you next time.